U.S. Senate Republicans have proposed a pair of bills to kill the country's $7,500 electric vehicle credit and impose a new $1,000 tax on electric vehicles to pay for road repairs. The Trump administration has made no secret of its displeasure with the existing framework, signaling at various points that the EV tax credit would go away. Because electric vehicles share the same road as gasoline-powered cars and EVs are not impacted by gas taxes, plus they weigh a lot more than the average vehicle, feds are planning to make electric vehicles pay a fee. Now, I'll tell you how this could affect you, but first I want to remind you to like this video and to subscribe to this channel to keep up with what's going on in your automotive world. Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming joined 14 senators, including Senate Majority Leader John Thune, introducing legislation to repeal the tax credit for new EVs, kill the $4,000 used EV tax credit, and end the federal investment tax credit for EV charging stations and end credits for leased EVs. The credits would end 30 days after the bill would be signed into law, giving you a little bit of time if you still want an electric vehicle to take advantage of that. Now, the bill is dubbed the Eliminating Lavish Incentives to Electric Vehicles Act, known as ELITE, and introduced by Senator John Barrasso. Barrasso said that this is a new release, and quote, the hard-earned money of tax-paying Americans should not cover the cost of the luxuries of the nation's elite, nor should it be allowed China to infiltrate our market and undermine our supply chain. Repealing these reckless tax credits from the Biden administration once and for all will stop Washington from giving handouts to our adversaries and high-income individuals. Wyoming families should not foot the bill for expensive electric cars they don't want and can't afford. Well, I would say that's for the entire country. The other piece of legislation that aims to increase the cost of electric vehicles was proposed by Senator Debbie Fisher of Nebraska. The Fair Sharing of Highways and Roads for Electric Vehicles Act, known as Fair Share for short, ensure that electric vehicles pay into the Highway Trust Fund to support the construction and maintenance of U.S. roads and bridges. The Tier 1 portion of the Fair Share Act proposes in imposing a $1,000 one-time fee at the point of sale for all new electric vehicles. Since EVs are not subject to the gas tax, this outlay would help pay for the repair and maintenance of the roads and bridges. It assumes that electric vehicles do more damage to the infrastructure because of the increased weight compared to their combustion-powered counterparts or trucks. And there's also a Tier 2 to the Fair Share Act that targets heavy trucks that would impose another one-time fee of each vehicle battery module that weighs more than 1,000 pounds at $550, and this charge would also be imposed at the point of sale, so it would be a one-time fee. The other bill would impose a one-time $1,000 fee charge at the time of purchase, which would be roughly equivalent to what drivers of conventional vehicles would pay in federal gas taxes over 10 years for highway funds, said Senator Debbie Fisher, the lead sponsor of the measure that also includes Senators Pete Rickards and Cynthia Lummis. In quote, EVs can weigh up to 3 times as much as a gasoline-powered vehicle, creating more wear and tear on our roads, Fisher said, saying gasoline vehicle users typically pay $87 to $100 annually for the trust fund. Most revenues for federally funded road repairs is collected through diesel and gasoline taxes, which EVs do not pay, and the Highway Trust Fund won't have enough money to repair the roads and bridges without each vehicle paying for those costs. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said last month that he thought EVs should pay for the road use. How do we do that? I think it's a little more challenging, he said. As for the date, there's only been a state discussions of by-the-mile taxes. Some states already charge by-the-mile taxes. Some charge electric vehicles only. Others charge all vehicles, and others have additional fees. And some states charge for fees for electric vehicle owners to cover road repair costs, while Congress has opted not to hike fuel taxes to pay for rising road repair costs for over 30 years. Since 2008, more than $275 billion, including $118 billion from the 2021 Infrastructure Act and law, has been shifted from the general fund to pay for road repairs. The Trump administration has frozen funds to build EV chargers and is moving to rescind aggressive emissions rules that the Biden administration estimated would force automakers to build a rising number of electric vehicles to comply, and they don't make any profits on those. Now, EVs still face hurdles among consumers, including that they are typically more expensive to their gasoline equivalents. They're also more expensive to insure. But if you've been shopping for a new EV, you might want to pick one up sooner rather than later before these federal incentives go away. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check out our car review channel, Car Smarts. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee, and if you want even more content, Check out the links in the description. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.